obviously this morning to have this conversation, we had to bring our headmaster here. Our headmaster is Ninoy. He's assistant headmaster. We have Ninoy joining us here. That's Ria, Stephanie, and Coca as well. But Coca said, Coca has to go somewhere. So we'll start so that you can quickly move. So this is it. So all the gospel musicians charge, no?
You see, there is this misconception about Christianity and gospel that we forget.
Okay.
Money is not everything, but money is what makes a church.
Okay.
If you give me a land, if I don't get money, how do I build that edifice to give God that glory? You get me? Mm-hmm. And you need money to do your evangelism for people to come to the church. It's a business. It's a business to glorify God. And we should not miss that. The Reverend Lamptey's position about this thing is not today. I'm shocked people are seeing this thing. He has consistently said that he doesn't believe gospel event should be a paid event.
Should be free.
Yes. On the tangent of his show. That is his belief. But the reality on the grounds is you can't hold a live gospel event as a charity program. It is not real. It is not real. All the corporate Ghana bodies, when you go there, the people sitting on helm of affairs are gospel people. Even we struggle to get sponsorship. You get me? So for this line, I think it's tautology. It's a wrong path. It's whoever did the interview and whoever responded, the two of them they need to be sanctified because this path is wrong. Somebody's calling is to sing. And in the act of singing, you need money to make that singing work. And that is how he will pay school fees and pay for his rent. So when the freebies thing come, there's a reason we will never be taken serious in the gospel space. That is why you go for an event and they will give you, now they've even changed the style. Now they give you assorted cookies. And then they've moved it from Coke to Ceres or Frutelli. That is advancement. Because if we ourselves are seeing ourselves this way, how would the outside person see you? That is what they do. Then they give you an AC room. By the time you finish chilling, the drink is also chill. Then the two of you, then you finish, you come and sing. What world are we living in? It is not real. This thing cannot happen. If you don't have money, he knows it. It's the reason Christmas we struggle to have gospel events. People think gospel events are not done because the cost involved. A secular show can be different, but the cost involved. Go and see how much Nasi is paying for the show he's doing tomorrow. We should be real. These try and error, conversations, we should stop.
All right, Stephanie.
Okay, so I'll start by saying church in a whole is a non-profit organization. All right, that's the reason churches are not being taxed. Okay, so God is not forcing you to do a gospel event for him. So if in your own will, in your own free will, you said you're doing a gospel show, why are you then charging someone to why are you charging someone to attend the event? Mind you, as I said, God is not forcing you to organize a gospel event for him. Showbiz, when we are organizing shows for artists, we pay for tickets. When you go, you're not going to give offering. Okay, so if you're charging me for tickets and I'm coming to the same event, I'm still coming to do what? I'm still coming to give offering. Of course. So if the gospel people want to kind of do some kind of competition with the showbiz industry, or if the gospel is now they are trying to make it like a profit organization, they should let us know that yes, now
You are taking money.
you are taking money. Do you understand? Because you can't tell me I should buy ticket to come to church to worship God.
Oh, but sweetheart, you take it, but it's not just church. But let's say those who are not doing it in the church and they're doing it at other venues.
That's what I'm saying. That God is not forcing you to do anything for Him outside the church. God is not forcing you to go rent a venue to do events for Him. This is your free will. This is something you want to do for people to come encounter the presence of God. So if you're doing this for God and you're charging me, assuming I'm home, look. Typical example, 2019, what's the name? Ohima Messi's Tehila experience. This woman's program had a lot of impact on my life because I was in the dark 2019. And that event, what that event did for me, assuming I'm to pay, let's say 200 cedis or say 100 cedis to go for that event, like, you understand? So this conversation of church programs or say church events, worship programs, people are doing it for free. So what's the difference that you can do? So if your level hasn't gotten to that, don't force yourself to do it, to put pressure on people to pay to come and experience the presence of God.
Ooh. Well, I know that when it comes to the church, even the people who are in charge of the equipment, playing and all that, they are being paid. These days, you can't bring a pianist or a guitarist or anybody to come and play instruments, and when you finish, you say medase. I don't know. I know that doesn't happen because that conversation has been, like, we've had it a number of times where we know that people in the church, like, oh, well, it's a conversation. So for me, let me actually swallow my opinion and let me go. Ria, you heard Stephanie. She doesn't understand.
Well, everybody has their own opinion, and I would like to also respect her opinion.
Okay.
But for me, coming off the back of what you just said and what Coca said, it's hard to even plan an event, just a regular. Sometimes it's just maybe some regular church events exclusive to just the members of the church, and the amount of logistics that has to go in, the amount of technicalities that have to go in is not a joke. Okay, and then you find out that your bill is getting to the tens of thousands of Ghana cedis. So imagine big trusses. You know, you are expecting a very big, like a multitude of people, sound, light. Even the artist alone, the amount of money you have to spend on your own, like, personal, how you appear on stage, it's not a joke. Fine, maybe God hasn't sent you to start to make or to organize an event for him or him. I will not say him or him, but him. But at the end of the day, we see artists come here all the time. And we as media people ask them, so when are you having your show? How are you promoting your show? When will you have your show so that people will just come and experience you live? Yeah. Okay, it is one of the major questions we ask them. So if this person is making a move and unfortunately the person has to put in so much money and the person has to charge gate fees. And let me just say, most gospel shows here in Ghana are some of the cheapest shows I've ever attended, 50 cedis. And I'm not saying that it is not money. I'm not saying that it is not money to people, but we've paid more for other, shows. Not to compare gospel to secular, it's different parts of the industry. But come on, people pay more. People buy tables up to 25,000 Ghana cedis. You understand? Sometimes these shows, VIP, is what? 200 cedis. Like the gospel shows, VIP is 200 cedis. Meanwhile, in some other shows, the 200 cedis will not even get you into the mid section of the show. You understand? So I feel like gospel artists are justified to take, some amount of money at the gate. Fine, there's no price tag on God. But at the end of the day, people also need to be paid.
All right. Inoy.
Doreen, how are you?
Different opinions.
Yeah. I think that let's start by saying that the church, that's Reverend Lamptey's church, they issued a press statement yesterday evening, and they seem to suggest that he didn't say that. But when you read the press statement, it's the same. When you read the press statement, it's the same. So let's put aside, and that's his opinion. So I respect his opinion. He's a very good friend, so I respect his opinion. However, I want to advance the conversation above him and look at it holistically.
Okay.
What people forget is that if you're saying that a worship experience and a concert, you're all selling experiences.
Okay.
What you sell at events, it is not come and take a table and go. Come and take a chair and go. It's experience. So whether worship experience or praise experience or whatever experience, it's an experience. And through that experience, you can have the encounter that she mentioned, that she had in 2019. So everybody is selling experience.
Yeah.
However, let's build a thing in two folds. A gospel or a Christian or a human being has some part of entertainment in him or her. That must be fulfilled.
Yeah.
So that's and Christians, most Christians will also not like to go for the 25,000 table.
Exactly.
You understand? So there's a space. Maybe they want to stay righteous. So they can't go for the 25,000 table. So there is a gap. And where's the gap? Gospel events.
Yeah.
A gospel event. That's where a gospel promoter, a gospel event organizer is needed. So I was disappointed when she said it's on your free will. It's not your free will. Because on the secular artist side, it's on your free will.
Exactly.
But this is to fill a gap. And we all understand that gap is important. So if you understand that gap is important, then we understand why you're doing it. When you look at Reverend Lamptey's point, you're saying that a gospel concert is different from a worship experience. Again, when they are promoting a gospel concert, they say come and experience or have an experience with your maker. I don't know where I've read those LPMs.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thousands of them.
Yes. So it's the same.
Heavens will open.
And one thing I keep saying is that the church has a system already. So like the program he's doing, he's running on a system. And it will be a blunder for the church, because it's his church that is doing it. To do a program and charge.
Okay, makes sense.
Because it's for the program is
It's
for the church.
So he has all the
So
things
there's a
that
system like the program that happened on Sunday, Protest Praise.
Okay.
Protest City.
Yes.
It's for the church. So they have a system that's running.
Okay.
They have partners that will partner the event already. They have partners that even partner the church already. They even can say that maybe from January, they have a fund that is set aside for the event.
Okay.
The Tahila she's talking about, Ohima has partners who even after the event, they still contribute to the next year. And these people are partners who have partnered the event. And they understand the call and pay Ohima and the partners, they say, okay, we're going to do it free.
Okay.
So if another gospel event or a gospel artist creates such an experience that come with Christmas with emoji, Christmas with Joe Metal, and he's saying, give me 50 CD, not for my pocket, because see, I have done gospel events, done gospel programs for way over 15 years, and they still go house and go home and go and cry, even those who are ticketed, because the experience you are selling, it comes with a lot of things. It comes with the lighting, the stage, the crafts you have to exhibit. And remember, how people, they do sometimes 20, 30 man band. And you have to rehearse this. These people have to rehearse for not less than a month. What Dr. Sonibadu is come to do, I hear he came to town yesterday. What he's come to do, you have to rehearse with the band for so long. I'm sure that's why he's come earlier. So that he can rehearse with the band and all. And when you rehearse with the band, you can't say thank you.
Yes, of course. They have to eat.
You have to eat, you have to pay. And at the end of the production, You need to
Of
give them
course.
something.
Yeah.
Then aside that, there are all other experiences, even coming on radio. This
promote
morning I was
it.
talking to Kwame and Hagla that Travis has come to do a show in Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
And the amount of money we have to pay for radio. And all of this, when you look at that amount, it's a huge amount. So the only way that gospel events can be free is this way. Because listen, even the church, when you are going there for an event, to organize an event,
You pay for.
you pay. The least one, if you want a big auditorium, the least one you can get is like 35,000.
Eh?
I'm telling you.
The
If you want an
church?
auditorium that can take like 5,000, 7,000, I'm not mentioning names. So
No,
those-
but you know what? I'm not surprised because they also have chairs. They will fix. They need to
Yes.
do what.
and you see, if you
35,000.
take the money, maybe the auditorium can take like 10,000, 11,000, but they have like 1,000 chairs. You have to go and bring in more chairs.
More chairs. So
And
you have
maybe
to
there are
pay for
elements
it.
they even have on stage. It doesn't fit in your stage setup. You
So
have to bring in more screens.
You have to pay
You have
for
to
it.
do a sound beef up. You have to do all of that.
You have to pay for all that.
Yes, you have to pay for all of that. And even there are some of them that even tell you that, okay, you want to do rehearsal on this day. We charge you an additional, like what the conference center and the National Theatre is to. We charge you an additional this. Some of them we even tell you can't use our generator. You have to bring in a generator. So at the end of the day, when you're done with even the church auditorium, you're
have
hitting like
nothing.
80,000.
You have nothing.
You understand? Then now we advance to other conversations. So the only way gospel events can be free is first, the church must understand that they are giving it to us for free.
For free.
The auditorium for free. That's the first step. Then the second step is that when they finish giving us the auditorium, they should tell their ushers, their janitors,
To work for free.
for free.
Okay.
Because immediately we rent the place, their ushers, their janitors, their security people, they come for negotiation aside the amount we've paid for the auditorium. Wow. Yeah, they come for negotiation. So this is the only way we can do it for free. That's the second part. The third part, is that they should do one Sunday service, fundraising
Fundraising.
for the person who is come to do
to
that.
support the
So that I
person.
can come on Doreen show and talk about the program.
Okay.
Because we and I we are using it to win more souls. Maybe your word can reach souls. And you remember, even music can go further than word.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is the only way
You can do it
that
for free.
a lot of gospel events I can do for free. And like I mentioned, after all of this, a lot of them still sit down, count their monies. And they still make a loss. So don't mean that conversation.
You shouldn't.
See, you see, it's big on a personal level. Like I again, Ohima says he has a personal covenant with God.
With God.
That's why he's doing it for free. But however, if you listen to a recent interview, she said that she's going to come out with another event that's going to be charged. Joe too has an event that he charges. He has an event that he does for free. That one is between you and God. You understand? So it's based on your personal conviction. However, if a church actually who's a gospel programmer, the church can never charge. Like I told you, the example I gave you on Porter City.
Yeah,
The
they
Porter
have
Space
everything.
the example that Reverend Lamptey is going to do, he can't charge because it's the church members that they do. So they will have a plan, they will have a system, they have people that will donate, they will have probably started fundraising for a long time. But the gospel artists,
It's just them.
and you see, I've even forgotten one reason. Let me add one more reason. Then the church, immediately the person starts singing, do a record label and sign the person. These are the reasons. That's the only way that we can be free.
Wow.
Thank
That's
you.
a lot. And I'm sure this is just you just trying to make
Yeah,
it brief.
because I see that Andy is here. So we try to make it.
Kwame.
Me, I have a question. What's the difference between a worship experience and a gospel concert?
Oh, I just said it.
No, does it mean the worship experience you not get the spirit
Spirit
of
of
God?
God.
I just want to be clear.
And the concerts,
What's the difference as in the Holy Spirit discerning
being in the auditorium.
auditorium or wherever?
Maybe
You've not experienced that
In
at
the
gospel
concert.
maybe, but I said it earlier. You see,
No.
but the to me, if you ask me,
Yeah.
you can get a worship experience in a gospel.
Which one
concert.
is the worship experience? No, to say how does it
You
look?
see, event sales experiences. So, like he's saying, you don't know where you're going to have that encounter.
With
Probably
God.
you don't even have it in church. You understand? You don't know when you know in church when you
I
go
mean,
to
kind of
church.
tree. Worship experience.
And American,
Worship experience. No, I am not saying.
Our sister here experienced it.
Experience. He has an encounter.
I don't know what you're saying.
Almost a saint.
Almost a sing. Almost musical instrument and a sing.
Come here.
No, but you know what? I think I'm beginning to understand
You
where
get
Kwame
it?
is coming from.
No, that's what I'm saying. That that's why when I started, I told you that you can get the worship experience in a concert.
But you can't get a
But
concert in the worship experience.
No, Tobo. You can even get a concert in the worship experience. But Kwame, with the kasa.
No, so the experience depends on the individual.
Yes, because the event organizer, the experience you are selling.
So
That's the
it doesn't
baseline.
matter how you name it.
Yes, yes.
Inti santi chemu ne fi na buy. Inti chemu do 18 song. I don't really have anything sensible to say this morning.
So that's why.
But I don't understand. I think it was not necessary for him to have split the thing into two, as in worship experience and a gospel concert, because the end goal is one. Into chichemu as soon as when they saying, and I'm not making who I'm into.
Yeah,
You can't think far.
but this is. I think Nino has educated us a lot more on this, which I believe that maybe we should rethink. And I really want to hear from some gospel musicians. Maybe with time when I go for events and I meet them, I'd like to ask them, even though some of them still do it for free with the support of their church. And then the others too, you have to, put something together for yourself. Let me quickly make some money here. Andy, Daddy. All right. So the inception of the Fourth Republic brought about a renewed sense of hope and inspiration for Ghanaians in their quest for a rapid socio-economic development and a robust democratic dispensation. And have we achieved these, which is 3 decades down the journey, in a collaborative effort to inspire change? Joy News and an amalgam of professional bodies in Ghana present its third public lecture for a transformative socio-political